What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another rebuild on Madden 20. And today we're doing a realistic rebuild of the Bills, who did trade away a first-round pick for Mr. Stefon Diggs. This is what Stefon Diggs looks like in the game, a 26-year-old, 93 overall wide receiver, and he looks insane. Obviously, we kind of knew that already, route technician, cross. I mean, he's good. And with this team, we never rebuilt them, if you ever have. And if you haven't, that's fine, because I do them all the time. So if you want to see more, click like and subscribe. Did it work? Probably not. If you guys do want to see 3 rebuilds next week, well, technically this week coming up, let's get to 600 likes. I think we can easily get to that. But anyways, you know the rest, kinda. But yeah, this team is usually very hard to rebuild in the wide receiver category. Even with Diggs, still plenty of issues. You got Cole Beasley. Like, okay, what do you want me to do with him? Tight end, you got Dawson Knox. I mean, he's young, but yeah, that's it. He's young. He's very fast. He's very developable, but in a rebuild, not often. And of course, you know the pains of doing one of these. We have to import local file, and yeah. Here, if you wanted to know, here it is. I've always liked his draft classes, and there you go. How many times are we going to be able to use this class without it getting boring? This class is decent, though. You know, obviously there's always going to be somebody that's like, oh, this class is trash. There's going to be some guy that's like, oh, this class is the greatest of all time. You know, there's going to be this and that. It always happens, right? But yeah, I think also another thing is, for the most part, in the first 2 rounds, most people agree with where the players are going to go, which is, for me, one of the big, factors. We offered on Ronald Darby, but he decided not to join. I believe he's still a free agent in real life, which is kind of weird, but I get he's injury prone, but I would take him on a cheap deal. Tre'Davious White, I think the longer we wait, the more we're going to have to pay him, so I think right now would be an okay timing. And no one really else to sign in free agency. Alright, so a lot of the good players are gone, and I have Chasen as the #1 player I would like to have. However, we have some other players, and I'm willing to go until one of them is gone. And unfortunately, I believe Chasen's going to be the very first guy off the board. He's still there, though. Let's take a look at what our positions are. Yeah, this team needs pass rusher. We got to trade up to the Cards. We trade 54 this, Greg Stroman, and a 3rd round next year to move up 14 spots to pick 8 in the 2nd round. A decent... I did not expect Henry Ruggs to be here at all, and I don't know if you could pass on him. Oh, this is tough. I did not want him to be there. We desperately need Chasen. We got to go Ruggs. We have to go Henry Ruggs. 71 overall Henry Ruggs, 97 speed, 96 acceleration, and a hidden development trait. I do not know. Maybe star? I'm not sure. Go to the next round. If Anthony Jennings is there, we'll take him. And if he's not, we're screwed. It's simply put. And he is, in fact, gone. Wow. Thaddeus Moss is there. Nice little tight end. But Knox, I think he's good enough. We do have some safeties. Maybe we should have just went with Hodgins. Could have traded up for him. Man, the decisions. The decisions were not great. I can admit it. But at the same time, landing Henry Ruggs in the 2nd round is pretty special stuff. So I think we probably did make the right move in the end. I don't think there's really anyone here worth trading up for. Obviously, we have some of the guys that we know that are beastly. And we do need an offensive lineman. It's just... we can't keep doing the same moves. Not everyone's going to have the chance to grab the same players. Aaron Brewer looks to be a strong candidate for us to maybe play right guard. Is it right guard? Yeah, I think right guard's a little bit weak here. Let's just go on to pick 22, and if Hodgins there, we'll take him. At the end of the day, we need more than one guy. Maybe Hodgins doesn't start this year, but he could definitely start, the year following. He can't, because he's going to be starting this year for whatever team decides to take him. We have Van Jefferson here. I don't think wide receiver is that big of a need. If there was a certain player there, maybe. Devin Singletary, I don't like in Madden too much. However, I think he is decent in the real worlds. Shaquille Quarterman is there, and he does go around now. We're going to take Quarterman. I know we've done it a few times, but we need one final coverage linebacker, and we're set, and, there he is. All right, so draft board, we do have Van Jefferson and Edwards-Helaire. I think we're going to keep moving down until one of them is gone, and then we'll debate trading up if we can. Ezra It's Urza. Lad, stop yelling at me. We don't. Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's there at 22, though. I mean, that's worth it. Team needs wide receiver. Van Jefferson, 70 overall, hidden. We landed some decent players. Jalen Hurts to the Eagles. Really wish we would have taken... Who's this guy? Gaziano. I have no idea who that guy is at all. As long as we got those wide receivers, we're set at wide receiver for the rest of this thing. Vildor or Motley. We need one of them at least. So we're going to go with Mr. Parnell Motley, 70 overall, hidden, and definitely developable. It's hard, okay? Words are hard. When it's developable, I don't know. I just say it so fast. And then maybe a little bit of a... Well, we have Davian Taylor, who ran very well at the Combine, surprisingly well. We'll go Aaron Brewer. Backup level, potential starter in the future type guy. Let's take a look at 28 in the 6th. Davian Taylor went at right before us. Lovely. And I don't think we really have anyone else. Let's see if we missed anyone on the list. Let's just pick a random running back. Oh, hidden. Wow. What? It's obviously a joke that, we knew what his dev was. It doesn't matter, okay? Now we take best available DT. Apparently post-draft, it would look like we have a lot of confidence in our pass rush department. And I'll be the first to tell you, we do not. What? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the draft recap, which, of course, outside of Ruggs, I know everyone's devs. Please be superstar. Damn it, if he was superstar, I would have been sick. Ruggs, Quarterman star, Jefferson star, Motley star, Brewer star, Bellamy star. And then where did Chasing go? Don't tell me it was very close to where we would have been anyways. Wow, 21. The Eagles had a good draft. There's some really good players in the second round too. Let's see round 1. Joe Burrow, Chase Young. So finally they're starting to take the guys that make sense. All those, the top 6 makes sense. Top 7 makes sense. Hell, even the top 8. Top 9 makes sense. Top 10 makes sense. 11, 12, 13, I suppose. 14 kind of makes sense. 15, 16, 16 is where it's kind of 50-50. 17, I would say probably not if they're going to actually pay Dak, although they tagged him, so maybe. 18 makes a lot of sense. 19, 20. This was a really realistic draft class. Every single position here, so far makes quite a bit of sense. All of these, they took positions that they very well might. Okay, now this one's probably the most unrealistic. I would say that's the most unrealistic one so far. And then that one right there, Curtis Weaver, Packers are not taking a pass rusher. Unless one of the god tier players slips, I don't see them taking a pass rusher. And if we do, we better have signed someone in free agency at wide receiver, because if not, I'm blowing a gasket. We'll just play him at right outside linebacker, whatever. And then corner, we have Motley at number 3. Taron Johnson in the future could be a trade piece, maybe for a 4th round pick if we're lucky. It's almost on a contract year. And then safeties, we didn't really need one, but there's some of the best availables were at safety, so we were looking at it, maybe even move him to corner. However, Mr. what's his damn name? Guy with the really hot wife? Is it his wife? Jordan Poyer. That's who it is. Yeah, he might be gone soon. I think it's his girl. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, this is the problem with the game. It should sort by overall with age. So the youngest but the highest overall should be the first thing that shows up. Why is it so hard? It's the simplest of things. But no, it doesn't do that. We'll take Charlie Tao Mo Po. Yeah, this is pretty much what the roster is going to look like. Obviously, there's some debates where, some players might play. But I believe Ruggs is going to earn the number 3 spot from us. Beasley didn't work out super well last season in real life, I don't think. Did it? I don't even remember. Knox gets the nod. Croft just isn't the guy. Brewer's just going to play backup because he just doesn't fit in the starting lineup. Anyone else, Van Jefferson will have to wait at least a season to get some snaps. Depends on what we're going to do with John Brown and or Beasley. If we even have a choice, they might both just be gone due to, age and whatnot. Milano did get star dev based on his real-life season, and maybe Tremaine? Can't remember if Tremaine starts at star or not. But yeah, after that first draft, definitely not happy with where we are. So we have to have another really good draft coming up and another really good free agency, which we have a lot of money. We just got to actually do well. And then, of course, we're going to decide what we're going to do with Josh Allen because, you know, it's not – in Madden, it's pretty damn set in stone, right? You're like 24 years old, insane throw power, pretty damn fast. You could work with this. But I don't know. Real life, definitely not. And overall, we'll see how it goes. All right, so we have some players to re-sign, and obviously Tre'Davious White is on that list. We're going to give him a massive 7-year, $104 million extension, and I think that makes all the sense in the world. Matt Milano wants a 4-year deal. Linebacker's not easy to come by. Paying him that expensive $10 million per year outside linebacker money, but that's fine. Deion Dawkins, 3-year deal. Once again, lineman, especially tackle, not super easy to find. Okay, thank you very much. And John will probably be replaced after the season, so yeah, some backups, but nothing really too bad, and we'll have tons of money to use in free agency as well. And then Poyer, if he stays, it'll be a 1-year deal, but I can't give him a 4-year. I'll try to lowball him or give him something less. All right, if we win, I think we might be in, and we lose, so we're not. Yeah. We did not make it, and if we would have beat the Patriots just one time, I think we would have been in. So 8-7-1. It's going to be like a mid-pick, like 16-17. Josh Allen was okay. Picks were really down for him. Devin Singletary, meh. Diggs did do well. Ruggs did not. Any other crazy numbers that are good for us? Tackling Matt Milano over 100. Maybe he'll go to Superstar. Jerry Hughes did well. No one else, though. Picks, meh. I mean, okay, picks. Poyer had some. Joey Sly, though. Yikes. Why the hell did Hauschka not start? He was the starter, wasn't he? I don't think we would have had any sort of awards either, which sucks. We did not. Dolphins had a few that were close. We had one at number 10, and that was it. Wow. We did not have a good season. We really did not. Diggs at number 6. O-line, no. Well, I guess to be fair, D-line. Hughes is number 3, but it really doesn't matter too much even if he goes up. Poyer, though, and White, if Poyer goes up to Superstar, that's a big win because we can keep him on if he goes to Superstar, but if he doesn't, we're going to have to let him go. And let's just move on. I don't really care about who makes the Pro Bowl and all that. We kind of have the idea of who might and then who definitely won't. Apparently, the Bengals with Joe Burrow are in the Super Bowl. And they went, oh, okay, dude, that's just stupid. That almost ruins this rebuild and has nothing to do with this one. That's so stupid. Ruggs, 77 overall. I didn't think he was actually going to be a 77 overall, but nice. We see John Brown and Beasley both regress very hard. It was 2 speed. That's like kind of the whole point of John Brown is that he's fast. And then Beasley, I don't even want to see it because he's going to be even worse. No speed. What's his actual speed? 87. That's probably why. Let's see if we can release any of those guys next season. O-line, we have one guy that's starting at the moment. And, okay, so we had a very interesting set of development ups. Matt Milano went up to Superstar, and then Shaquille Quarterman also went up to Superstar. Then we also had Mr. Jerry Hughes go up to Superstar. Not bad at all. I mean, Jerry Hughes played pretty well. I don't know what his contract situation is like, but I don't see that as a problem. Him starting is not an issue. Fortunately, Poyer did not go up, so we will most likely be letting him go. I'm going to try to give him a cheaper deal, but he's not going to want to stay. I offered him a 3-year $15, and he did not. He thinks that he's going to get a 1-year $15 from us. Trent Murphy was bad. TJ Yeldon doesn't really matter too much for us. Punting wasn't great. Fullback Patrick DeMarco's lost his touch, and most fullbacks aren't constantly kept on anyways. We'll sign these 2 other backups, though. We got 2 backup defenders, and we're going to let everyone else slip. We should have a decent bit of money to work with, at least. And we have 43 mil. Not bad. When do we have to sign Josh Allen? Is that now? All right, sign them free agents. You got Trent Williams. Not a bad sign there if you want him, which maybe we do. Kareem Hunt, not a bad sign. Marcus Williams, that's a guy I would like to go for. We offered some contracts. We got Ryan Kerrigan, who's pretty much is a 1-year option. Carl Lawson to completely replace Trent Taylor, or what was his name? Trent freaking Murphy, I think his name was. Marcus Williams, we did pay a hefty penny. 5-year, $52 million deal. And then Sidney Jones wasn't too expensive. He's kind of just a backup for, potentially if we lose Levi Wallace. I can't remember if they signed him to a long-term deal. I think they just did. So really, Sidney might not even play at all. Or maybe he'll play for Micah Hyde when he's not good enough to play anymore. Play safety. I don't know. We've got options now, though. You know, at least we got people that come here, okay? We got people that come to Buffalo. Not a super huge fan of our offensive line, but unless we get someone to come through free agency, this is probably the best it's going to get. We're going to have to get a fullback so we can put Knox back at tight end, starter. And then the defense, it is getting better. There's no question about it. Jerry Hughes needs to not play that. We're going to have Carl Lawson playing left end. But yeah, the defense is getting a little bit better. We just need to get that offense there. Micah Hyde playing strong safety isn't the worst idea in the world. I'm actually surprised he isn't playing strong safety for them, so that's what we're going to do, put him at strong. But yeah, really, it's mainly the offense we need to work up here through the ranks. And, of course, Taron Johnson, maybe get a 4th round out of him next year, maybe a 5th this. Depends on what we really want. And then I want to see if we can get rid of any of these guys. Like, how much did they pay Star Lutulele? He was good for a moment in his career, but he's not really good now. Kerrigan will be a backup lineman on the defensive line, which will be great depth. And, yeah, mainly in the draft, we will always be looking for best available player at pretty much every time. But a tight end, perhaps, definitely offensive line will be high on the list, along with maybe a DT. Yeah, right now, it's not a bad team. We just got to get a little bit younger some other places, and then for the most part, some of the positions, we just need to keep playing and getting better through experience. So we got James Conner as a backup, and then we actually did get Jordan Poyer back. He didn't realize how little interest there would be in the league for a 30-year-old strong safety who's kind of had a down year. But really, that doesn't do a whole lot for us because he's basically just going to be a backup. What we need is a pass rusher desperately, and I don't know if I really see a great one even at pick 17. I do not know what to do here. We also have 5th-year options, and I do not know what to do. Do we give him the rookie? No, we're not going to, because at the end of the day, we could just tag him, which is basically the same thing. It'll cost us a little bit more, but still. Tremaine Edmonds, of course, we do want to give him a deal, assuming it's the right price, because there's a couple of decent linebackers here as well. Well, I guess before we can't do that, so we're basically just going to have to sign Tremaine. Oh, that's right. So what are the Steelers going to take? If this isn't, I was about to say, if this isn't Trevor Lawrence, that's insane. There's not many teams in the league who have number 1 pick that would not take Trevor Lawrence there at number 1. I can't really think, like, how many? Like, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, and that might be it. That's the Ravens and maybe a few other teams, but they'll debate it. Justin Fields, if he was there, I was actually, I had him on the list. I don't know if I was going to or not, but he was an option. The question is here, if the tackle is there, are we going to take him? Xavier Thomas, I did not expect to be there that late. Damn, we should have probably paused the draft. And here we are. So we have a guy named B.J. Foster, decent safety. Was kind of thinking about drafting him as a corner. I don't know what his top stats are, but his height and weight look good for that. But I don't think we can do that. Jamar Chase, he's always been very good in most of the classes. This is a different class, so I don't know what the devs are or anything like that or who's going to be good. But he's been very good in the past rebuilds we've done with him in different classes. But once again, we can't guarantee that. Isaiah Wilson. Now, the thing is, Isaiah Wilson, Boone, and Ruiz all seem, well, Ruiz is a little weaker, but they all seem very good and similar in rating. So why not just wait on Boone to the early 2nd? Could we move to maybe pick 27 and gain like a 2nd-round pick? So now we traded to the Steelers. So we got 33 this year and they're 2nd next. We're really banking on them actually being bad next year. However, they did gain... Ooh, Wilson was number 18. Now I'm a little worried about that. The other two guys... It would make no sense for us to trade up this high, though. Hutchinson's gone. I'm going to go to the Colts. A little bit of a trade-up. It's not going to cost us as much, but we can... I don't know, dude. We traded them 33 this, a 3rd next, and Beasley for 27 and a 4th next year. Of course, our pick is kind of mid-tier, while theirs is rather late. And, it is only, 5 spots? 6 spots, technically? Oh, I almost made a mistake. The question becomes, do we want the safety? Do we want the wide receiver? Or do we want the guard? So center... what am I doing here? There's no question you go Boone. This is not even a question. What the hell? What the hell is this? What am I looking at? Absolutely not. D'Angelo Boone, hoping for the best. Okay, 76 overall hidden. I will take that, but I am worried about that strength. He looks good. We took him at 27, supposed to go 17, ironically. How did they know? And let's see where the rest of the guys go. Foster to the Browns. It's a pretty big win, 75 overall. Don't know his development, but once again, we think it's superstar. Saints with, was that 2? Bengals are crushing the draft. Crushing it. Let's go to the next pick, 17. Oh, Ruiz was there. I had no clue he was still there. If I knew that, we might actually take Donnelly here. We might take Donnelly. We asked for a 5th just to move back a simple 8 spots, and apparently that's too much. So I believe, let's look around just to be sure. Sam Ellinger looks pretty decent, to be fair. I think we're going to be taking Adric Donnelly, talent of an early 3rd, mid-3rd. Ooh, 23. Yeah, his potentials are great. Oh, okay, so he is very fast, and he does have potential, but yikes, I'm definitely add that guy to the list of players I look up on Google to see if they're actually younger than they say they are. Let's go to the 4th round and see if hopefully that left tackle is there, because we could use every position we can get. And there he is, Cosme at 71 overall. Okay, dude. I don't know how good he actually was, but 71 overall. His strength was low. Wow, all we have is a punter. Some realistic draft, huh? Well, good news, we added a 4th round next year. Bad news, it was the Titans, and I'm still sad. Well, here we are at pick 18 in the 7th round now. Hopefully that punter is there. And by hopefully, I mean I really don't care because he's a punter. Mr. Michael Graham. I mean, hopefully he's good. Nice. I probably should have scouted all the other guys. A massive 3 players, and only one of them had development. And it was only star. Ah, that's great stuff. So these are what the overalls look like. Some of them are very high. Campbell, Fields. Some of the overalls are pretty high. What about the devs? Are all the devs really high? Brevin Jordan, Jalen Waddle. Okay, we are seeing some normals. Xavier Thomas. We needed an edge rusher pretty decently bad, so please be bad, dev. Okay, he is star, which isn't bad, but it's not great. Our guard was still decent. Obviously, we made that trade down. I'm kind of curious to see Foster. Where did he go? Foster, number 29. I'm almost certain he had superstar. He has okay man in zone. I mean, you can see that he's definitely not even really committed to safety yet, but we'll see. I don't even have anything like funny to say. It's just like it hurts. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It just hurts. Like what do I do here? I think I'm just gonna have to let him go and just, basically say the game, in real life Kareem Hunt would never be let to free agency like that. And we took a 3 mil penalty on Beasley. Not bad. I think we saved like 6 in the end. We trade John Brown to the Broncos for a 6th-round pick, saving us 7 mil and gaining, a 6th-round pick. Nothing more to it. This is the roster going into year 2. Technically, is it year 1, but year 2 technically. No, it's year 3. Technically. I don't care, dude. But this is the offensive line. Slightly improved. Nothing much. Receivers, lots more potential, but once again, pure talent. Right out the gate, not as good technically. And then defense has been improved majorly at safety. And then, of course, the linebackers upgraded because of their devs. And then, D-line, we do have Donnelly, who maybe, if he gets lucky, could get a development mid-season. And then Lawson, who, of course, is a really big upgrade. 26 years old, 81 overall, not bad. And ironically enough, I don't think this Donnelly guy is even a real player. I don't think he is. Is he? I mean, I don't see anyone by that name. I don't really care, to be honest, but Donnelly it is. Few players need some contracts. Josh Allen, man, a 5-year 145. I think the realistic move is to sign him to this deal. Yeah, how much was the bonus? 60? I mean, it cripples you for a few years, guaranteed. However, it doesn't end you for life, so you just hope he really is the guy you drafted him to be. Tremaine Edmonds going to give him a 6-year, 55 mil deal, which is obviously fair for us and pretty fair for him. Offensive line, I think Quinton Spain, it's going to be a tough one, but we'll see how he regresses. Taron Johnson, we forgot to trade, but I think we still could. We'll see. And then Micah Hyde, I would love to give him a 3-year now, but I just don't know the regressions, man. These could be really bad. Taron Johnson traded for the fifth round pick from the Giants this year. Oh, look at it. It's already happening with Diggs, and he's already creating issues. All right, here we are going to the playoffs, which, okay, we are in them. I will say that. However, we lost the final 2 games, costing us a bye week more than likely. Good job, us. Lost to 2 teams that are just aren't. And not only that, but the team we lost to, we allowed into the playoffs. Good job, dude. I don't know who we screwed over, but they have got to be pissed. It's definitely the Bills and Bengals working together because they both kind of struggle getting to the playoffs and doing well. They're like, let's orchestrate this. One of us has to win. The whole shebang. Devin Singletary is not great. Ruggs, though, not too bad himself. I will take that. Let's take a look at the defense. Quarterman could go up to X Factor. Sack totals. Donnelly as a backup did do pretty well. Pick totals. Shaquille Quarterman better go up. He's done well. Motley, 4 picks. Kicking, Sly, a lot better. Not bad at all. Actually, I kind of want to take a look at kick return, punt return yardage for Mr. Ruggs. Bellamy and Ruggs split the carries. Returns. No one really did anything shockingly well with that. Josh Allen made number 4, which is good enough to be 3rd best in the AFC. Number 2 for Player of the Year in the AFC. Anything else? Offensive Rookie of the Year. Trevor Lawrence, no shock there. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Donnelly at 5. If he played as a starter, maybe he had a chance. I don't know. Ruggs, number 2. So that should hopefully be Superstar. And then, Motley at number 3. I mean, we got a chance at some upgrades here, Some guys getting very close to award wins. Please just allow this to be a guaranteed win. Please. And it's ironic I said all that because they literally just won the Super Bowl last season, which they shouldn't have, but they did. So good job us letting the Super Bowl defending team slip in there last second. That's what she said. Oh, it's a snowy game. All right, Cincinnati, don't do a thing good to us. 7-3. We're used to this cold. We can do this. I guess who isn't used to the cold? 21-3. 21-10. Okay, we really did not need to give up that touchdown. Ooh, they're in striking distance, kind of. No, they are. They are. Offense actually did a pretty good job. I'm actually kind of impressed. Defense did well as well, but offense just kept putting on points, and ultimately, Josh Allen with a 4-touchdown performance. Devin Singletary finally showing up. 8 yards is long. I wonder if his speed is upgraded at all. Probably not, right? Diggs did really well. Jamar Chase, not bad for them either. Defensively now, 2 sacks for Hubbard. No one else had one. And then Trey White gets a pick. Prater misses a kick. And that's a big missed kick because, they were down by 8 at one point. I would assume that final drive changes a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Or maybe some of the drives leading up. Carl Lawson, now an 83 overall. Not really amazingly great. Either was his season, though. 88 finesse. I mean, he's good. I go to the division, which might be the Patriots. It is not as the Browns. That is not a roster we want to face. Apparently only an 83 overall, though. Okay, so manageable. We can win, perhaps. Be nice to win here because then we could try to win 2 out of the next 3 years. I think what is a dynasty, by the way? Is it 3 Super Bowls? Is it 2 Super Bowls in 10 years or 3 Super Bowls in 10 years? I always think of a true God-tier dynasty of 2 Super Bowls within 3 years. So you win one every other year, basically. That's just me. I don't know. Because otherwise, you're giving people a free dynasty, basically. You give them the start of the decade, like the Chiefs have such a good chance at a dynasty if we're going to say 2 within 10 years, And here, we're down by a bit. We have the better roster, apparently, but I did kind of expect this to happen. And holy crap, not even close to a dynasty for us. Hey, we scored a touchdown at the end when nobody cared. Nice. But at least we made the playoffs. And Josh Allen is a pick machine. Devin Singletary needs to go too, though. I will say running back is kind of high on our list of needs. He has a lot of yards, but that's just because we run the ball a lot. It has nothing to do with him really doing super well. And, of course, only 3 rushing touchdowns on the entire season. Connor came in and did it. Rather have James Conner at starter at this damn point. They're both the same speed, but one's actually big. Going to the Super Bowl. The Browns are can we have like a real Super Bowl? Redskins? Really? Bortles for the NFC team. Josh Allen, the number 2 QB. Wide receiver Ruggs at number 3. Everything's rhyming. Offensive line, no. Anyone? Ed Oliver at number 2. Okay, we'll take that. Corners? Oh, come on. You can't just choose guys by their names. Where the hell is Motley? He did well. Number 3 DB in the AFC, apparently. Oh, well, let's go to the results of the Super Bowl. Okay, so to be clear, we now have the Bengals and Redskins. The number 1 and number 2 drafting team in real life are both Super Bowl winners back-to-back. Okay, dude. Josh Allen? Damn it. But we did get Ruggs, which is nice. Obviously, we will take any dev up we can get. Really, really wanted that Josh Allen upgrade. That would have been huge. Defensively, Quarterman's X Factor. So is Williams. And I think that to be it, right? So Marcus Williams goes to X Factor, which is a huge W, of course, because we did just pay him a lot in free agency. And then Quarterman is being a beast right now. Gets to Superstar X Factor. I don't know if Donnelly's actually the answer. You know, he has a backup, 7 sacks, not bad, but 73 overall at 24 years of age. There's not a whole lot of spots that we can make him go better to. Hughes, of course, had a down year and he needs a contract, I believe. So I think we're going to let him and a few others go. Is Hyde still the same overall? Can we give him lesser? Lesser than that? I don't even know what I'm saying. Gave him a 1 year, 10 mil deal and he wouldn't take it. It was more like 8.5, but still, Kerrigan not asking for a whole lot here. He is only a 75 overall, though. Quinton Spain, a 1 year deal. That's not bad. Or we won't. Gave Harrison Phillips a 1 year, $3 million deal. And I don't know who else we can get. I just want to know why everyone thought it was super cool to just completely abandon us. Is there any other guys that we can get rid of that we'd save a lot to get rid of? Oh, here we go. Mr. Stefon Diggs. See you later. Obviously not. That was a pretty poor joke. Star Luta Lele can, and it's not even Luta. I always call him Luta, but it's Lotu Lele. Even though everyone's always said Luta Lele, I'm pretty sure. We'll probably get rid of him, actually, because 69 overall. He's taken up a decent bit of money. Super win for him. I don't know who the hell signed him to that contract, but congratulations to that agent. He is a freaking legend. And we finally get a chance at Vaughn? Really? I mean, I will take that. We have never really had a legit shot to start Von Miller before, but a 2 year, 40 mil for a team that's, it's kind of close. We're kind of close, you can't lie. And then wide receiver, Pettis would be a decent signing for us, but he's not really on the list of needs at this point. And unfortunately, the rest of this class is not looking great. 15 mil for Mr. Schwartz. Like I said, I feel like we are very close, so a signing like him would make a lot of sense. Well, I mean, I guess if we're going to give him 16 mil, we might as well just guarantee it. Once again, I have no idea why this game makes no sense at times. So the game's basically saying Mitchell Schwartz, he doesn't want a salary. He doesn't want guaranteed money that no matter what, gets hurt after signing the contract. He doesn't want that security. He wants to earn his money. Hey, fair enough to him, I guess. How is Blake Martinez? I keep forgetting about that. Real life, he had a bunch of tackles. I had to say that with air quotes you couldn't see because a lot of his tackles are conservative tackles that you or me could actually have an okay chance at getting ourselves in real life. No joke. Well, we got Mr. Von Miller. We got Mr. Mitchell Schwartz. I almost had a freaking seizure saying that. Hines, a fullback Nye, and Malik Jackson as a backup DT, which all makes for some pretty big additions, of course. Donnelly, I just didn't believe in him. I'm sorry, Donnelly. I know you're here listening to that, but I don't believe in you. I'm sorry. The problem here, though, is I believe... Okay, I don't know if it matters, right? But if abilities matter, we're about to lose a monster cheese ability. And who the hell is wearing number 52? So we have to pay Ed Oliver, and we're not going to make him, we're going to pay him at, proper. We're not giving him the 1 year, the one over. We also did get Mason Rudolph. If you're curious, I don't know why you would be, but maybe you are. Got a backup. We also got backup Herndon, who we absolutely love, even though he barely ever plays for us. So we have pick 26, and honestly, the best available player might be a wide receiver. This is a terrible class, and thank you, Mr. Jerry, from the Joey Clavijo. I don't know who he is, but he actually kind of looks decent, doesn't he? I don't know. But we have a wide receiver, Mr. Christian Price. He's a late second. I mean, he doesn't even look insanely great. It's just I think we left Van Jefferson for too long, and honestly, it's like we left him in the car when it was hot out. And honestly, I just don't think he's going to progress to the way we want him to. The thing is, though, if this guy doesn't have good dev, I mean, we don't have much here, though. I didn't get to scout these guys, by the way, but I just threw them on the list anyways. And I don't know, man. I just think there's nothing here, so it's either trade down or do that. I guess we could take the QB, though. We did pay Josh. Nah, we can't because we paid Josh, so no matter what, we can't even use the guy anyways. We're just going with Christian Price. We made a bad choice. That is not... I mean, he's got hidden. You never know. Maybe if he is superstar, you know, we could start him over Van, but for right now, that's kind of a yikes. He's definitely developable, though. He's not terrible. It's just 70 overall, and you know he's going to be starting so many years behind Van. I don't know. And with our next pick being a kind of, honestly, iffy offensive lineman, we're going to trade this pick down. So we traded the Dolphins 42, Bellamy, and a 6th-round pick for 82 next year. And no, that's not true. 82 this year and 43 next year. And here we are at 26. Do we want to grab the guard or not? We have him and this guy. Honestly, I just went with the talent, the projected talent. This would, like I said, this was not a good class at all. Let's move this guy up, make it all make sense at least. Lindell Newt. I might trade down again, man. This is not a good draft class. This is bad. So late 4th and then mid 4th. Well, we're going to go to the Browns, go to 95, and then 94 next, and then a 6th. Maybe use some of the extra picks we have to trade back up into this 3rd round. They do not take a good player unless that guy has dev. They're going to move to 10 and then just take whoever's best available at that lineman spot. Well, they take 3/4. They're close. So we traded 2/4 and some backup, and then we gave him the 4th round. We did the whole shebang. And let's do the draft board. Oh, yeah, I forgot the left guard is gone. Here is Mr. Joey Snyder. I mean, he doesn't look much better than the other guy for Combine. However, his top skills are better. Once again, we're just basically hoping for a hidden. And we get a hidden. 70 overall. This guy's now, he is very slow. But as far as tackles go, which we kind of don't need, do we? I don't think we actually need one right now. He's very decent looking. I might just make the argument at guard, even though he's very slow for a guard. I don't know. Let's take a look if that D-end is there. What's his name? Kaler. Really just hoping he can play DT. Kind of strong. Strongest there is. Late 4th. And another hidden. That is a steal. A little raw, but he can definitely play DT. Nice. Okay, there we go. Oh, he definitely can. Hidden. I was just hoping for that speed because I really think we're going to get rid of Donnelly just because he's older. 22 Richard Davis makes sense, but, you know, Donnelly's already 24 and he hasn't started. This guy can start at 24 while Donnelly wouldn't be able to start till 26, so we might try to trade him off. I don't know yet. He looks decent. I don't know what the dev is. If he has Superstar, we might have to try to make some sort of play to get rid of Lawson, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I mean, if we're going to take him, we have to take him now, and yeah, why not? I mean, why not? Dennis Seymour, he looks pretty good. And 67 overall. I mean, he's not bad, but as far as a rebuild goes, yeah, he's kind of a bust. Not really much more to say about that. He's definitely a bust in rebuild terms. And of course, that freaking wide receiver's gone undrafted. I think we're actually going to trade some of these picks off. All right, for the final pick, 6th round, pick 1. Let's take a look at the draft board. Devontae Mitchell. He actually looks very good. I don't know why we didn't scout him in the first place, but he is very good. 70 overall. I don't know why I'm so excited, because even though he is good, yeah, fair enough, he's literally nothing for us. And once again, we're in a rebuild. Normal development. Can't ever get better. 0 chance to ever start. He's basically a career backup. That means nothing. I don't even think depth matters. I think we've done that before where we had like a 38, 40-man roster. Might try to do that again at some point. Christian Price, it feels like this took a long time because I don't even remember drafting this guy. but I should because he is now our new number 3 wide receiver. Yeah, I want more of those picks, please. Joey Schneider. I asked for more, and I was delivered more. I will definitely take that. Kaler, now this is the one out of all of them, and I want the most to be superstar, but unfortunately he is not. DT it is. Richard Davis, this guy's a backup unless, like we said, he is superstar or better, which he is not, so welcome to the backup squad. And honestly, with the way we do rebuilds, probably won't ever see him as a starter, assuming we do make it, because I do kind of want to get at least to the Super Bowl. Whether we win it or not, that's kind of irrelevant, but I want to at least make it to the Super Bowl every time if we can by the end of it. And yeah, you can see some of these overalls were kind of bad. Who's this guy? Running back, Darren Irving. Oh, no hidden? Really? Where's that guard, actually? There he is. Lyndall Newton, hidden. He's not bad either. Did we make a really bad decision here? Oh, we did. We did. We could have had him, and we decided to just trade down instead because, in fairness, his skills did look pretty bad. They definitely did, but at least we got one, right? We could have missed both of them because, honestly, the tackle, luckily for his skills, because his combine wasn't great. Van Jefferson, who is he 25 now? Damn, son. Van Jefferson will be definitely traded. Offensive line-wise, I don't know where we can start Mr. Schneider. I don't think there's a spot, really. Like, Aaron Brewer's fast. No. We're not looking at Dawkins. Oh, actually, we will take a look at... No, we can't, because we can't bench him, but we could get rid of Brewer. Okay, so Boone is slow. Screw, we're going to play him at right guard. Alex Boone, ironically enough, his has an E at the end, but Alex Boone style play here with Schneider. Brewer always gets screwed over in these rebuilds, I tell ya. So we have to trade Van Jefferson, and might be it on offense. Van Jefferson, and then on defense, got to put Sidney Jones at one of the starting safety spots. Davis, no. Davis isn't playing anywhere. Kaler will play the number 2 spot at DT, I believe, because Harrison Phillips, he hasn't really done super well because he hasn't really played too much, but he's a decent run stopper, and he's a great, and I mean great, backup guy. We trade Van Jefferson, Donnelly, and a 4th-round pick to the Cardinals for a 2nd-round pick, which for them is actually a pretty decent win. Donnelly still has time if he's actually going to start, which he should for them because they are decimated on their roster. And, of course, Van Jefferson should start as well, even with Hopkins over there. So here are some of our re-signings. Ed Oliver, we are going to give a long-term deal. We'll give him a 7-year deal. He's going to be a Buffalo Bill for his entire career. Singletary, on the other hand, is a completely different story, and I have no idea. And with Carl Lawson, he's not amazing, but he is our best option by far. Joey Sly, we'll see how good he is after the season. Cody Ford, I think he might be gone. And then Knox, honestly, it's all it's based on how well they play. Because, before this, they haven't really played super well. Devin Singletary is just, I don't know, he's just too slow, I think. He just doesn't get the job done. And then Schwartz, definitely give him a contract if he decides to stick around. This is now the 3rd or 4th attempt at X Factor for Mr. Diggs. And as expected, he's blaming everyone else. And heading to the playoffs, will we be in it? We will, despite a loss. And guess who we get to play again? The freaking Bengals. Get our stupid... okay. Are we going to get our morale? Wait, did we not get a morale because we lost there? I don't understand. 10-6 versus... not versus, but the Patriots at 9-7 just barely missed. Let's take a look at that, Patriots. I mean, this is kind of like the first season that we actually played. If we would have beat them... Instead of losing both games, we would have been in it. But hey, here we do the job, and we're in the postseason. Josh Allen, that looks like a freaking season to be happy about in my book. Devin Singletary, okay, dude, I see how you want to roll. Diggs, not bad. Price, pretty damn solid. Ruggs, though, kind of screwed over. I had Ruggs at the number 1 spot because Price is obviously already good with his dev, so I don't really care about his dev up. It is what it is, though. Diggs maybe X Factor. Highly doubt it, though. The guards, Joey Schneider was good. I mean, it worked out. 3 guys over 100 tackles. Maybe Sydney moves up a dev. Sacks, 13.5 for Von Miller. 8.5 for Ed Oliver. 6 for Lawson. Kayla with 6. That's not bad. Picks, Trey and Marcus combined for 8. Kicking, Sly. I mean, he's average. I'm not going to pay him 3.5 per year for him to be average, so... I really don't care too much about that. Let's take a look if we had any awards. Maybe the wide receiver. MVP actually went to freaking Josh Allen. Okay. I will obviously take that. Price, no. Number 2. And then defensively, Kaler at 4. Davis at 8. I don't even know how. Running back, Devin Singletary might actually go up in development. Offensive line, Schwartz at number 6. No one else. Von Miller in the D-line at 3. I still can't believe we technically did worse. We had a better season for stats, it seems. But as far as seasons go, we did worse, even though we added 2 really big-name players. Adding 2 90 overall players, 90-plus overall players is huge. We're at 88 overall. The Bengals, who were just dominating, are an 85. All right, a sunny day. Buffalo is hopefully ready to play. We're down by 7, down by 4, down by 11, and we've lost the game. Maybe not. We knew it. I knew we lost the game. Well, maybe not. Oh, we actually are up by 4. Oh, my Lord, what is happening? Up by 5. Defense just needs to play. Did they do it? Oh, my God, I'm coming in. I need to see this. I need to see it. I'll play as... Who's the worst player here? Phillips. He is useless. No matter what I do, I'm not going to come into play. Off the edge, they get him on 4th and goal. Did we win it? Are we going to win it? There you go, Milano. Watch him still choke. And Devin Singletary carries us to the divisional round. How do we almost lose to them? How? Allen played better than him. We had 2 rushing touchdowns on top. Wow, he had a really good game. And defensively, sack totals, Milano and Oliver. We had a couple of sacks. Pick for Tremaine. You legend. You legend. They had a 75-yard punt. That seems fair. All right, we're facing off against the Chiefs. 88 overall to their 82 overall. All right, going to the end of the game. The Chiefs, a little bit of snow. Hopefully goes our favor. Up 7-0, 10-0, 17-0. Oh, he almost choked a freaking lead there. It's 24-6. Oh my, are we actually going to win this game against the Chiefs of all teams? Offense isn't playing well, but they're wasting enough clock. Are they? I don't know if they are. Holy crap. We almost choked that away. Why the hell? That looks so weird. Is Mike Tomlin their coach, but he looks like he's wearing Steelers gear? Wait, I thought it said 17 yards. I glanced and I thought it said 17. Josh Allen had a Josh Allen game, I'll tell you what. Oh my, that was ugly. Going to the championship round, though. Ugh. Oh, look who it was. It was Dayon. What percentage did he have? Was it 50%? Where was it? 50% on 30 attempts. Wow. 88 overall to the 86. If we can beat the Ravens, I honestly think we can beat anyone, and we will be Super Bowl champions. And if we do that, I will be done with the rebuild because I know it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get drastically worse because that's our luck. Plus, we'd probably lose Schwartz anyways. Oh, please be Tampa. Please be Tampa. Oh, please be Tampa. At this point, Tom Brady would be gone. So please be Tampa. Oh, look at that. Defense made a great play, but offense, even though they got the job done with a touchdown, they could not get the extra point. What the hell is going on here? Keep it up. Devin Singletary had like a 70-yard run. What the hell? Yes, up by 16. It's looking good. Is this game... What the hell is going on? Offense, for the love of Jahiz. Please win this. They get the field goal, but there's a whole minute left. Oh my Lord, I have to come in. Do I? I don't have to come in. I'm not coming in. Did we win? Oh my Lord. If we're being honest, coming in probably would have lost us the game. I just didn't want to tamper with it at that point. If they would have come back from that deficit, GG, they would have deserved it. But luckily, the freaking team that wants to throw it all away did enough. Devin Singletary, how would you even let a guy with his speed go for 82 yards? I don't even know. Defense was pretty decent until the offense decided to have a 3 and out after 3 and out. Joey Sly outperformed Justin Tucker. He missed a field goal from under 40 yards. And just so you guys don't think I cheated, I mean, here it is. 1 game played, force win none. So, I mean, this is crazy. We actually could do this thing. Please, for the love of Jesus. I think Josh Allen will be a superstar as well. And Buccaneer, if we don't win this, I will be shocked. Josh Allen didn't go up in dev? Really? 3,800 yards, 41 touchdowns? Matt Milano did. So did Sidney Jones. What is this sorcery? Matt Milano, you can see here, Superstar X Factor. Wow, that's awesome for everyone but us. Really, Josh Allen? That's how you feel. Goes up to a 90 overall, more than likely. Nope, I guess not. I guess he doesn't go up 90 overall. Field general, short. What is he missing, actually? Deep, probably, actually. And we wouldn't be upgrading strong arm. We'll go strong arm, I guess. Can't go any throw power, so this is kind of stupid. 2 mid, of all the things. Whatever, man. This team is ready. It's pretty good. 89 overall. It's got to be better than the Buccaneers, and it's probably the #1 team in the league. Yeah, 85 with that insane roster. Come on. Come on, Buffalo, please. Going to the end of the game. Defense does a stop. We hold them to 3. We need to put some points up. Those are points. Please, offense, do the deed. Up 20-3. 27-3. This is looking good. We've won the Super Bowl. I honestly thought, because usually it takes at least 3 real seasons. I thought we were going to at least need another one at minimum. And even then, I didn't know if it was going to be enough. But Devin Singletary, he kind of stepped up to the plate. He did have his best season, and it probably helped having a 90-plus overall tackle. And this team did the deed. It did the job. And I mean, we do have the best overall team in the league. You know, best literal overall, like 88+. But the effort levels were just through the roof. I mean, Josh Allen, outside of that 1 game, was very good, pretty much. You know, he's going to be, you know, in here, he was better than he will be in real life, probably, right, ever. Von Miller with a 3-sack performance in the Super Bowl. Now has rings with 2 teams. Pretty impressive career. Probably a first ballot Hall of, not even probably, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer at this point. And yeah, that is the real rebuild of the Buffalo Bills with Mr. Stefon Gilmore. Really wasn't even about him. Obviously, he had great seasons, but wasn't really even about him. Just, you know, everyone came along for the ride, and it looks like Diggs made the right choice to allow a trade, because let's be honest, like, if he would have said no, Buffalo Bills would have been like, yeah, I don't think we're going to trade for a guy that doesn't want to play here, because that's going to be very bad for us. So, at the end of the day, it technically was still kind of his decision, I suppose. And Josh Allen did have a very good Super Bowl. Rushing Singletary, you know, a lot of short yardage situations as well, but still would have liked to see a little bit more out of him. Sack totals, Vaughn with 3. Ed and Lawson with a combined sack as well. Marcus Williams with a pick. And no other, you know, great stats that matter. And for the final tally, here is the results of the Super Bowl. 1 played, 0 force wins. And that will be that. Let's sim 1 week just so we don't lose the actual results of the Super Bowl. But yeah, that was the realistic rebuild of the Buffalo Bills with Stefon Gilmore added to the squad. If you guys enjoyed it, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. If you have any suggestions for one of these in the future, let me know as well. I don't know if we're going to do like that many rebuilds in the same week as we did last week. Maybe we will. 3 rebuilds a week isn't crazy. But at the same time, it's kind of crazy. It is a decent bid. If this gets like, I don't know, like 600 likes, we'll do 3 rebuilds next week. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!